In the heart of the vast ocean lay Skull Island, a place whispered about in sailors' tales. Legends spoke of a hidden treasure, protected by a gang of 50 ruthless guards. Captain Elizabeth Blake, a fearless explorer, was determined to find it. Captain Blake's ship, the Horizon, was a grand vessel carrying 15 brave crew members, each handpicked for their skills. They sailed for weeks, braving storms and navigating treacherous waters, driven by the promise of unimaginable wealth. One foggy morning, Skull Island emerged from the mist. Its rocky cliffs and dense jungles loomed ominously. Captain Blake and her crew anchored in a hidden cove, their hearts pounding with anticipation. Under the cover of darkness, they disembarked, moving stealthily through the jungle. They knew that confronting the 50 guards head-on was a death wish. Instead, they planned to outsmart them. The crew split into 3 groups. Group 1, led by the agile scout Leo, would create distractions around the island. Group 2, led by the strong and silent Marcus, would set traps to hinder the guards. Captain Blake led Group 3, which would infiltrate the treasure's location. As Leo's group set off fireworks and lit signal fires, chaos erupted among the guards. Marcus's group quietly laid traps, creating confusion and slowing the guards' movements. Meanwhile, Captain Blake and her team reached the ancient temple rumored to house the treasure. The temple was heavily guarded, but the chaos outside had thinned their numbers. Blake and her team used the distraction to their advantage, sneaking past the guards and into the temple. Inside, the air was thick with the smell of ancient stone and dust. They navigated through a maze of traps and hidden passages, finally arriving at a grand chamber. In the center stood a massive chest, glittering with jewels and gold. As they began to fill their sacks with treasure, the sound of approaching footsteps echoed through the halls. The remaining guards had discovered their plan. A fierce battle ensued, echoing through the ancient temple. Captain Blake and her crew fought valiantly. Their well-coordinated tactics and sheer determination gave them the upper hand. They managed to fend off the guards long enough to escape with the treasure. With the sacks of gold and jewels weighing them down, they raced back to the ship. The traps Marcus's group had set delayed their pursuers, buying them precious time. As they reached the cove, Leo's group had already prepared the Horizon for a quick departure. The crew boarded the ship, their hearts racing as they set sail. The guards, thwarted and defeated, could only watch as the Horizon disappeared into the horizon. Exhausted but triumphant, Captain Blake and her crew celebrated their victory. The treasure they had recovered would ensure a prosperous future for them all. Captain Blake stood at the helm, a sense of pride and accomplishment washing over her. They had faced insurmountable odds and emerged victorious. The legend of their daring adventure would be told for generations to come. As the Horizon sailed towards the setting sun, the crew knew that their lives had been forever changed. They had found not only treasure but also camaraderie and the thrill of adventure.